welcome back to BRMC's Healthy Connections, and we've been talking about why are you out recruiting? Don't we have enough physicians?
That's a really great question, and yes, we do have a wonderful staff of over 100 physicians here at Baxter Regional. The reason we recruit there's plenty of reasons, but not only do we have this really proactive leadership that is looking 5 years ahead or so about what and anticipating our needs for our patients, but there is a physician shortage in our country, and they've been talking about this looming physician shortage for the last few years. It's here. Yeah. For example, in 2010, we have a shortage of about 50,000 physicians.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
By 2020, that's going to grow to 200,000. Too few physicians.
As the baby boomers age
exactly.
and need more care, and here's this shortage.
There's just not enough physicians to go around. So we have to be very proactive and try to plan for our needs and to see what we feel we're going to need and look for those physicians that we feel are going to be a good fit to our community. We have a number of things in place, like the MASH program for the high school students, to encourage them to consider careers in healthcare. They say that 1 out of every 3 high school students should consider a career in healthcare to take care of the baby boomers as we age. And I say we because I'm just splat in the middle of that. And then
I'm here.
That's right. That's right. And then beyond that, we have a special program at Baxter Regional for medical students from our 8-county market area, and for those students who have residency in our area that are going to an accredited medical school for their MD or DO, are eligible for a scholarship from Baxter Regional that is renewable for all 4 years that they are in medical school. And we just announced this year's recipients last week. It's the Dr. Robert L. Kerr Medical Student Scholarship, named in honor of Dr. Kerr.
Who everyone remembers.
Everyone remembers with such fond memories. And we had a dinner in Little Rock last week where he lives and where the majority of our students are attending medical school at UAMS. And what was so wonderful is that one student who's in medical school, a second-year medical student, has 9-year-old twins. And not only did Dr. Kerr deliver her, the student, the mom, he delivered the boys.
Oh my goodness.
And I understand they were some of the last babies that he delivered. And he cared for 5 generations of that family. Oh so my it's just goodness. So incredible that we have that connection. But it's our way of supporting students who are going to become doctors. And while we encourage them to come back and practice in our area, there are no strings attached. It's just something that the hospital does to support these students.
Which is a great idea.
Exactly.
Absolutely great idea.
So we start when they're in medical school. We start in high school. We follow it through in medical school, and then when physicians are in residency or fellowship, we will get commitments from those doctors that we feel are good fits 3, 4, 5 years in advance. And that's when you have a physician shortage.
Build that base.
You have to.
You have to build that base.
You absolutely do.
Absolutely. And that's got to be comforting for them too, to know that this is where I'm going to be going.
Right.
I mean, they've got that time that they're working so hard, but they can also take breaks and come if they're not from the area.
Exactly.
They can come and certainly spend time and decide where they want to live and
become familiar with things and see, kind of start to make some connections here in terms of their life.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Well, you certainly do keep busy, that's for sure.
Definitely do, definitely do. But it is such a privilege to be able to be in this position. And not only, I have such respect for the physicians that we do have in our medical staff, have known them for the many years that we've lived here and known their families. And it's such a privilege to be able to recruit for physicians of their caliber to join them in expanding our medical staff.
Exactly, because I'm sure that there are those that eventually, not too many years maybe out, want to retire or slow down. Kind of turn it over to the younger generation, and because they've worked so hard for the community.
They absolutely do.
And get a break.
That's right.
Get a break on
That's
that.
right.
So
that's right.
But I wonder if that's too, Bobby. Would you say that there's a correlation then? We seem to be seeing an awful lot more nurse practitioners popping up. I think is that one way that the void is, that the thoughts are to fill that void is
Exactly. The advanced practice providers, nurse practitioners, and physician assistants are incredibly helpful in providing that care, and their training is expanding, and they are becoming more in numbers and also more in demand.
More in demand, yeah, because the final decision would be the physicians.
Exactly.
They're working under that physician's license or umbrella, so to speak, I guess.
There is oversight.
There's an oversight.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And but certainly, as you say, the training is expanded. I know that they can write prescriptions and.
Right, certain ones can, certain types of backgrounds give you that, yeah.
So, which is a great fill-in for those that don't necessarily, I've had wonderful care, I know.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been seen many times by nurse practitioners.
I have too.
And physician's assistants, and certainly received excellent care.
Absolutely.
Yeah, felt very comfortable, felt it was very thorough. And so I hope that will sort of fill the gap. I mean, are there any plans with the colleges or the medical schools to try and increase the numbers they turn out but still have quality? Right.
My understanding is that there is some legislation pending to expand the number of slots in medical school. Although I hate to even quote this because I don't have the article in front of me, but I believe that would take effect, say, in 2017. It's not, I mean, it's a few years down the road. And then the other side of that is that we need to make sure that there are enough slots in residency programs to allow them to continue their training. So,
and then I would think, now what are we looking at for trends as far as families seem to be smaller, so I would think we're going to be, with the baby boomers, are we looking at cancer, heart, so oncology and cardiovascular, big areas?
Those are big areas. Pulmonology is a big area.
Pulmonology, sure.
Neurology is a big area. Sure.
Yeah, and one of the things too, I'm always asked this question: why doesn't our hospital have a neurosurgeon?
That's a great question, and there are a lot of different answers. And you probably have some information as well with our trauma designation in the emergency room. I don't know if you've talked about that before on your program.
We have a few times that we're at trauma level 3 because we are not in a large city. It has a lot to do with the size of the area. A neurosurgeon needs a lot of trauma to come in and keep them busy. He or she busy, and we're just not that large that we're seeing that kind of accident or that kind of trauma coming in every day, all day, where you might see that in a large city.
Right.
The other is we're not a teaching hospital like UAMS. So those are the two criteria for level 1 and level 2. So we're a designated level 3 and absolutely doing a wonderful job.
We absolutely are. And you know, our volume in our emergency department is about 28,000 visits a year. That's a very significant volume. It really is. And we get incredible care through that area.
Yeah. And putting in the trauma designation and all that requires and all of the processes that must be maintained for this have certainly, I'll just put it in layman's terms again, and if I were in an accident in any of these counties, this is where I would want to come.
Absolutely.
Because there has been a trauma team put together that is incredible.
Yes.
They are just a remarkable team. It just brings everyone and their expertise to the table, literally, that you might be lying on. So, so
that's well put.
So it's just wonderful. So we've got so much here to be thankful for.
We really do. We really do. Our cardiologists, our heart surgeon, our oncology, the radiology, the new technology that we've added this year is amazing. Right. Absolutely amazing.
With our 3D tomosynthesis that we put in our brand new breast imaging center is just remarkable. Our mobile mammography unit is the only unit in this country and perhaps the world. We still keep checking on the world part, but we know in this country we're the only the only one right out there right now that has the 3D tomosynthesis mammography technology on board our mobile mammography unit.
I know.
So
that just blows me away.
It just, little mountain, Mountain Home, Arkansas,
exactly.
We've got it.
Exactly.
We've got a 3T, which CAT scan, which is incredible, and our Da Vinci. And as you'd mentioned, a lot of these new physicians that are coming, they've already been trained on
exactly.
this, so that surgeries are becoming less invasive.
Yes.
Very minimal in invasiveness, and
recovery time is so much faster.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Yes, and our OB-GYN and urologist and gynecology oncologist are truly making good use of that Da Vinci and helping so many patients.
Yeah, I know that there's quite a few surgeries on the books, as they say, and they're putting that to very good use.
Very good
so
use.
we're, as you said, we're so lucky that we have administration with foresight as to what this hospital needs.
Yes, our leadership with the administration and our board of directors are just so proactive, so visionary in what they see for our community. It's just really, really incredible.
We've got more stuff. We got more stuff than most big hospitals.
We do. We do.
which is the drawing card for many of the physicians. When they find this out, I'm sure that they're just blown away.
They are. They cannot believe that we have what we have, you know, in a town our size. And so not only do they have this incredible quality of life and you know, safe, family-friendly environment, but they have this cutting-edge technology at and a collegial medical staff at our facility.
So once they've gone through their internship or their fellowship, that kind of thing, it's no, you're not going to come out here and not be able to practice what you've already gone through. You may be able to do more.
That's right. That's right.
So we're always glad to be able to offer that.
Absolutely.
Well, what are you going to go out looking for next? Can you share that with us?
Sure. Right now, we are always looking for primary care because we know that that is the base, and we have incredible physicians, and we just need to have some more of them to help along. Pulmonology, we would like to expand that, expand neurology, and I would say probably those are the two hot buttons right now. Looking at some other new things on the horizon that we're developing right now.
Well, will you come back and share those with us at another time?
Absolutely. Be glad to.
Bobby, it's been delightful to have you on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
We're so glad. Now we know what a physician recruiter does, and now we know the person responsible for bringing those wonderful people to our area.
Well, it's a team effort, believe me. It takes a village.
It takes a village. Well, thanks again for joining us, and thank you for joining us for BRMC's Healthy Connections. Come back and join us next week.